With Scream 6 on the rise, and let's go back to where it all started with Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson's original Scream. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nightmare Collective. I'm Chris, thanks for stopping by and watching my review for Scream. So, I haven't done a lot of big franchises on this channel, as you guys may know. I've done some old stuff, but this is my first foray into really covering like a franchise leading up to a new movie. So this is exciting for me. I get to see all these other channels do that over the years, but I get to do it now. So we're going to be covering a Scream movie a week up until the release of Scream 6. So I'm super excited to dive back into these. I love all the Scream movies. I think they all have their merits. I did do a ranking early on in the channel. If you want to check that out, I can't say that my thoughts there are going to match up with my thoughts here because I'm rewatching these movies, and that was just kind of going off of like what I remembered them as and kind of where my thoughts were at the time. But this is like a comprehensive, I'm rewatching these every week preparing for Scream 6, and I'm super excited. So overall, I love the original Scream. I need to rewatch 2 and this one because I think in my ranking I may have put 2 higher than this one. I don't know. I may have been out of my mind in that ranking. So you let me know down below what your ranking of the Scream franchise is, and maybe I'll do a new one after Scream 6 comes out so we can kind of rejumble these and maybe get a better cohesive list down the line. I love this movie. I think it's smartly written. Kevin Williamson did an awesome job doing this. We have smart characters who do smart things. We have interesting villains who do interesting things. Having that meta aspect of, having it relate back to horror movies and horror cliches is such an awesome idea, and it's really fleshed out here. And then we do get subsequent sequels that dive into different aspects of the sequel, itis of films and all that, and the threequels, and the fourth film, the fifth film, sixth film, where we're at now. It's crazy that there's been so many of these over the years. I just really like the cast of characters here. I really like the direction, and the writing is really well done, especially for the time it came out in the 90s. So let's start with Neve Campbell. I love Sidney Prescott. I mean, she's awesome. She's a strong character. She's a smart character. She doesn't take shit from anybody. And even rewatching this, I was like, I totally forgot that she punches Courtney Cox. And she's basically just like, I'm not going to take shit from anybody. And if you talk about my mom who just died a year ago, I'm going to hit you. And so I like that she has this trauma. Even though it's been a year, everybody just kind of thinks she should get over it, and then she's introduced and kind of thrust into this new problem where there's people killing, and obviously these people are very close to her, with one of them being Billy. So it's crazy, and I think that's having it be Billy and having it being connected to her, and that was kind of right there. She kind of saw it, but because of the trauma she was dealing with, she couldn't really fully realize kind of the issues that may have been very apparent to someone else who wasn't dealing with that. So I like all of that. Again, I like that even when Ghostface comes after her the first time, she kicks his ass kind of, and gets away, and I think that's cool, and she's done that throughout this series. It's a bummer she's not in 6 unless they have secretly hidden her away and all of that money stuff was just a ruse. I don't know if they're that good. We'll find out, in about a month. But anyway, I really want to talk about, you guys know what Scream's about, whether or not you like it. But the thing that I liked going in and watching this again is like, I forgot how brutal the opening of this movie is, because I'm thinking back to 4 and 5, and like Jenna Ortega in that, Tara is like, hers is fine, but I mean, it's not that crazy. Like, I think it's very tame in comparison to this original one where you're like, this dude's getting gutted on a porch, and then Drew Barrymore's getting stabbed to death, hung in her front yard, and her parents are there to see her. That's some balls, and that's crazy shit. So I think for me, like, obviously I need to rewatch, especially the second one. I still think this is a better opening, and it definitely gets you in the mindset of what you're about to watch. And then when you find out there's multiple killers and there's all this going on, these meta aspects, it's so good. Scream is so fucking good, and I am super excited for Scream 6 because I think they're going to do a lot of cool things. I think 5 was that, like, hey, we need to do something simple so we can get people back invested in Scream to see if it's even something that people want. But Scream 6 is their time to really shine and expand, especially now that we're going outside of Woodsboro into New York City. I'm curious to see what they do with that aspect because there's so much they can do. And I am very curious to see who kind of comes back from there. I'll link my trailer reaction to 6. Let me know down below, what is your ranking for Scream? What do you think about Scream 1? All of that. Are you excited for Scream 6? Who's the killer? Is it Kirby? I don't know who they can bring back. I'm super excited. You know, I just recently watched the Fast 10 trailer, and like Jason Momoa is like connected to Fast 5, and I was like, they're basically like parallels to each other. They're just like, hey, remember this? And this person's connected to this. They're building their own Fast and Furious Scream franchise, and I'm here for it. So, okay, that's all I got. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna go watch Scream 2 so I can dive into that review. That's all I've got. Thanks for stopping by and watching my review. I appreciate all you guys, all the time you have spent watching the channel over the last couple months. We're exciting. We're almost to 500, so hopefully we can get there pretty soon, and then we'll go from there. A lot of exciting stuff still to come this year. I will be doing a channel update at some point because I do have a big announcement that something is happening and I need to kind of address it, and then we'll go from there because a lot of stuff will change in the next probably 2 months. So I'm excited for all of that. All right, that's it. I'm gonna shut up again. I'm tangenting now, but that's all I've got. So I'm gonna link some videos here at the end that you can check out. I recently did Warm Bodies 4K review, so check that out. And then I did M. Night Shyamalan's movie Knock at the Cabin. So definitely check those out. Subscribe if you like what I do here. And that's all I've got. I'll talk to you guys later.